Hey guys, thank you for checking out this video. Let me start by saying thank you for being you. Thank you for visiting my channel. Thank you for all of your support. You've all been so kind. Rue says hi as always. He's back there pouting. That's what he does when I have a guitar in my hand. But as far as everyone else is concerned, he is the cameraman and he does all the work. All I do is just kind of watch, and then he just lets me have all the credit. So that's the Rue. Anyway, again, I hope you guys are doing great. Thank you so much for all the support. You've been wonderful. You guys are like the audience. I'm in my community, my audience for my playing, and that means the world to me. You know, I may not be on stage anymore. I may not be playing the drums anymore. You know, that life, you know, may have been over, but this feels so close. This is like, it's just, I mean, in my own time, I can make videos and then people watch them. And to me, that's very, I mean, it's amazing. I'm sure it's different for people that are in it for money. I mean, it'd be nice to be able to make some money doing what you enjoy, right? But right now, I'm still in my infancy with all of this. And so you guys bearing with me and hanging out all this time has been wonderful. It's been about 2 years. And I really feel I'm growing a little bit here, and it feels great. So what I decided to do was, as you can see, I've got the Harley Benton here. I wanted to do a little update video on it, on what I think of it. And to be honest with you, I love it. The only reason I don't pull it out all the time is because, just like the other, the Strat back there, Annie, is I'm afraid I'll put too many miles on it and then my favorite will be messed up. Does that make any sense to you guys? I mean, how stupid is that? There's something wrong with me that I would think that way. But you know what? I've told myself I'm going to quit doing that. I'm just going to start using them, you know. Because if something breaks, you know, rather than buying a guitar, what are you doing? You're buying what? You're buying parts to fix something. But this one feels like it's going to serve a great purpose. I really like the pickups on this thing. The only thing is you'll see in some of the close-ups, the springs are missing. If you're new to the channel, mainly this is... it's for all of my subs. It's for anybody who wants to watch. Of course, this is a YouTube show, but a lot of people may not have seen it, and I know this is a popular item right now, and so there are a lot of videos. I have low light, so you'll have to bear with me, but I tried to use 1080p so the video wouldn't be so fat, but I could get close enough to where you could see it in detail. So I did run that over with, and then I played a little live little loop thing. Basically what I did was I hooked up the turned the camera on and hooked everything up, and then loaded up Reaper and played a little bit, then made a loop as I was on the... It's all one big recording in one track, and then everything you hear was just one track, all live, right at one time, just adding parts and stuff. So I figured that was cool because it's something that reflects my mind. And that's all of my music is always a reflection of my emotions, my feelings, my expression, and that's what's so beautiful about it. It's just amazing, man. I can't get enough of that. But anyway, so thank you guys so much for that, but for watching and all. So I hope you enjoy that. What I'll do now is I'll give you my thoughts on this thing. What do I think right now, 2020, mid-year at least? Should you buy one of these? Yes, yes, and yes, you should buy one. If you don't have a telly at all, there's also the Bullet. And stay tuned, guys. I'm going to be making a video, probably going to call it Tale of Two Tellies or something. And it's going to be about the Bullet Telecaster, which is bottom of the line, reputable brand name, to the upcoming Harley Benton, who's making a serious name for themselves, to their higher end, like from the budget low end to the budget high end. What to expect, what are the differences, feel, sounds, tones, and stuff like that. That'll be a video coming soon. Bear with me. I'll try to get that out. But right now, I'll tell you this. This is a machine that I have to work out my string height and the pickup height, like I said, because right now I'm having to use it as it is, and the guy took the springs out, like I was saying. So I'd also like to get the action just a hair lower, and I'd also like to get the strings more uniform, a little more to the radius. They may be already, and I'm just not used to it, but I want to make sure this thing is 100% set up right. Yesterday I made a video, by the way, and like 3 of them, and I canned them all. They were just, I couldn't get the audio to line up, so I hope this works out okay. So this has the locking tuners, guys. This has the Wsc Locking Tuners, and they are quite brilliant. Let me clip this on me, and I'll walk you around that as I speak about it. Right, so using the front camera, so hey. Yeah, these are Wsc. They're staggered locking tuners. Got a little ding there. That came when I bought it. You guys remember that? Not too worried about it. And here we go with the locking tuners. So you can see Wsc. They don't have the name on them. I'm just telling you what I was told. They're called Wsc. It's a Korean company. Korean made. Yeah, this thing doesn't focus very well. And the lighting's kind of crap, but you know, I am a budget channel. Right? You either spend your money on camera and lighting and all of that stuff, man, and audio, or you try to buy some little cheap guitars. And that's just what I do. So I won't appeal to everybody. But if I do appeal to you, you appeal to me. Right? You appeal to me anyway. You watched my video and I appreciate it. So, but yeah, this is a Tusk Nut. Beautiful Tusk Nut. It's just so gorgeous. I love to look at it. And I'm just joking. It works. It serves its purpose. I have no tuning issues with this at all. Did you hear that? I have no tuning issues with this guitar. I didn't play it for like 2 or 3 weeks, and I pulled it out. It was a little bit sharp, but hey, man, you know, that kind of happens at times. Yeah, look at this gorgeous fretboard, would you? Now, this is called Roasted Flame Maple fretboard. Roasted Flame Maple. Yeah, at the beginning you'll see that video, put the music over the video, you get a close-up of this. I'm just doing this a hands-on with the front camera, which is always hard to do. So you can see it there. What if I, haha, lock it in, then bring it around. So there you can see it like that. Maybe if I get a little closer. Get a little closer with air and extra dry. You guys have to, now you gotta give me payments for that singing. Oh, you'll have to bear with me. This thing does not want to lock focus. There we go. Focus. And Rue's not happy. See, it's real nice and flamed. Very nicely flamed. Okay, so that's that. You know, I'm not trying to show off the beauty of it so much as I am. That was the first part. It's just to talk about it. These stainless steel frets, guys, the bending is just, it's so smooth. I still want to polish them, but they're so smooth. Oh, like no friction. The people were asking me in the comments, hey man, you know, what do you think of those frets? They're awesome. They're brilliant. The two things there were the main things: locking tuners and stainless steel frets. So I'm going to go back to that question, should you buy one? Here's the reasons why. There's the truss rod adjustments, easy. You know, the push-pull. If you've never had a push-pull, you get that. If you've never had even, let's say, a floating trim or a nice trim like this, it's not high-end. It's a what I call mid to budget, high-end budget, you know, pretty good there, Wilkinson. And you can see mine's not quite flat as it needs to be. My own fault there. You get locking tuners. You get locking tuners, roller string tree, Tusk Nut, stainless steel frets. These are all things that I didn't have. And so to me, should you buy one of these? If you haven't experienced any of those, especially if one or two of them you haven't experienced, and you're thinking about getting a telly, you know what I mean? Go for it. Go for it. You get all of that. You get it out of your system. Okay, I've had locking tuners. Now I know what that's about. Okay, now I know what stainless steel frets feel like, and they're supposed to last a long time. So hey, there's that. if you're into the, you want to see what it's like to have a maple neck. It's a great neck, man. I love the feel of it. It's kind of like the classic vibe feel on the back, but it does taper a little bit and get a little flatter as you get up to the up here to the neck pickup. And if it's, if you're into that roasted maple thing, you get that. You get the flame look, you kind of get a little bit of everything with this. They try to throw everything at an affordable price. So that was the main reason I jumped on it. It wasn't that I needed a telly. I did need an HH, and that gave me that, and also gave me the coil split. Just stuff to mess with and check out to see if I like it. And let me tell you something, I do. The only thing that's wrong with this guitar is just the setup that I have to do myself. That's not the guitar's fault. And I got to get springs, like I said, to go up underneath these pickups, because the guy removed them so he could sink them all the way to the ground. I have mixed feelings about that transaction, but I won't get into that. I never heard back from the guy. Something really strange happened. It was packed very well, and I have the video of unpacking it. It was packed like the most professional packing job I've ever seen. And this little ding here didn't have any kind of stuff in the case where it was packed and wrapped. It would have been somewhere in the shipping, and I didn't see any of it. But it's all good, man. Then there's a little tiny little surface crack down here. You probably can't see it. Yeah, there's a tiny surface crack there, but not concerned about it, man. The 4 bolts on the back work great. I've got 3 springs in the back of this tremolo. It's a 3-way toggle, cheap 3-way switch. It's one of them 5-piece switches, but it is the larger alpha pots. It's not dime sized, if that makes a difference to you. Well, the 1 pot, and then you have the push-pull. I don't know any better, so all I know is it works. The volume works really well. Nice taper of the volume and a nice taper of the tone. Okay? And then, of course, there's the back there, You'll see the close-up pictures. I'm just kind of giving a little quick. There's a little ding right there. But, yeah, man, this is a beautiful guitar. Totally upgradable if you want to do that. It's a great bass product if you want to do that. If you want to replace the pickups. If I ever do replace the pickups, it will just be because I wanted to try something new. And these will be put in something else if I ever did that. I will definitely use these on something else, like in a Strat or something. I love them. So anyway, guys, just this little update video on what do I think so far. Much appreciated. Sorry, I'm scatterbrained today. I got a lot on my mind. But I'm very excited about my son making that video. I hope you guys check that out. Discovering Bands with Michael Nagy. Killer channel, man. I watch him all the time and stuff. But yeah, so my son did an interview with him. It's kind of a short one for him. He usually has kind of long interviews, but it was a short one because my son's only got a few things out. If you go check him out on YouTube, Discovering Bands with Michael Nagy. Awesome guy. I hope I pronounced his name right. Anyway, yeah, my son talks a little bit, so, it's pretty cool. He even said something about his old man in there, man. It's like, that was cool. He didn't get into it with me, though. A lot of details. He probably... He didn't want to get into all that. There was a lot of good times we had, man. I got to raise them myself, my kids, so for the most part. But when they were really young, I was pretty wild. All right, guys. So you take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Hopefully soon. You're brilliant. Much love to you. Stay you. Peace.